Hey guys, it's Sleep Grandma here. I'm about to make sweet potatoes because I love sweet potatoes, yams, whatever you call them. But anyway, I have a big cup of water, filtered water with 3 sticks of cinnamon and 1 little stick of butter inside there. Okay, so we'll see how this comes out. So I'm going to add 1 tablespoon. That's a lot. I know it's a lot, but I like my stuff spicy. 1 tablespoon of this pumpkin spice, stone milk pumpkin spice, or pie spice, whatever. And I'm going to add 1 pound of sugar. Actually, this is 2 pounds. Usually I like the dark Mexican brown sugar, which is piloncillo. It comes like in a cone. But, you know, right now it's the coronavirus thing, so I can only shop at Aldi's, and which I love Aldi's, don't get me wrong. But I don't like light brown sugar. I like it really dark and really sweet. So anyway, let's see how this goes. So I put half of the package in there, which would be 1 pound of sugar. I'm going to let it boil for quite a while. And I'm going to turn this fire a little bit low while I chop up my raw sweet potatoes right over here. My raw yams, because I just like everything from scratch. I don't like canned stuff because it's so processed and overcooked and mushy. You know how I feel about mushy food. All right, let's go. So I tasted it and I ended up adding the rest of the sugar because it wasn't sweet enough, and I ended up putting up another tablespoon of pumpkin pie spice. Okay, so you just, it's what you like. I like my stuff to bite. You know, I like my stuff to be powerful and strong, so that's more like it. So it depends on your taste buds. I might add some more butter, but I think I'm gonna wait. So let me chop up my peel and chop up my sweet potatoes. Meanwhile, this is going to be boiling for like 40 minutes or something like that. I love those sticks. You know, the cinnamon sticks, I can take them out afterwards and use them in tea. I put cinnamon sticks in my morning coffee and it just tastes delicious. So, let's keep going. Okay, so I have my sweet potatoes, which I usually buy them and then let them rot in the refrigerator because I get too lazy. But you peel those off with this little thing. Where is it? With this, I love these things. This is my favorite tool in the kitchen. And then you just rinse them off, put them in here. Now, I'm going to cut them pretty thick because I like my sweet potatoes thick. I like them to have like sweet on the outside, a little bland on the inside. That way you get that kind of sweet and sour blend, okay? And you also put on your favorite music, anything you want to listen to. I listen to everything. And actually, I asked my daughters to play this song at my funeral, but anyway. Yeah, it just makes it fun and light, you know? So right now we have over here, covered up, we have this. Now, I turned the fire low because I don't want it to, see how it's starting to thicken already? Look at that. Ooh, that's the way I want it. Hallelujah, praise the Lord. All right, because you know, usually it doesn't thicken. When I used to do the yams from the can, they always came out all mushy, and it was just, ugh. Thank God we tried last year to, they started putting a whole bunch of water in the cans and not enough yam. So we switched over to these, and I'm telling you, ooh, what is that? Oh, what is that? Ugh. Anyway, okay, let me put this fire on low. And yeah, we just let it simmer, but I love the way it's getting thick. All right. Okay, so I cut them like this, like about this thick. That's not real thick. I cut them real thin one time, and it just didn't taste right. So I got those so far, but I'm always amazed at how hard these things are in the middle. Anyway, we're going to keep cutting them up. Okay, so this is what it's supposed to look like. Isn't that beautiful color? All right, let's put it inside here. Whoa, sorry. Woo, dump it in there raw. And so we're gonna, whoa. This is not like a professional cooking thing, right? I don't know if you guys prefer that I put the cooking part at the end. Maybe you don't like to cook. That's fine. I can do that too. I'm just doing it because this is what I'm doing anyway at home, so I figured I might as well film it. But if you prefer that I put the video at the end instead of the beginning, please let me know. And you can also fast forward through it. But I mean, if you prefer that I put it at the end, I will. Let me just show you one more thing. Over here, I had some organic chicken breasts that I just bought. So I sliced those up and like little squares or kind of sideways, like little fillet. And I put them in, I had some salad dressing left over from some Asian salad I bought like last week. So I'm just marinating that, and then I'll fry that later. So that's about it for now. What I ended up with, I mean, I really like it. The flavor's really good. It's sweet, but it's not like overly sweet. I don't like marshmallows on my sweet potatoes or anything like that. I'm going to remove these and put these in my coffee. They're so good in coffee. Gives it such a good flavor, makes your eyes roll back. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is, what I should have done was put the potatoes in like with just a little bit of water and let those cook 20 minutes. And then I should have added the sugar, because I ended up draining it out first, cooking them, and then doing it that way because I was afraid that the syrup would stick to the bottom and burn. So I'll do it differently next time. But anyway, this is what we ended up with. So what you do is you just cut up your potatoes, put them in there with a little bit of water, and just stir them occasionally to make sure they cook for 20 minutes. Then you add the rest of the syrup and let it cook another 20 minutes. It's like 55 minutes total that it has to cook stovetop. And it comes out really good. I love it. I'm going to eat some more. I already ate one plate. I'm going to eat some more. And then I'll probably, once I eat all the potatoes, since I live alone, I will probably freeze this syrup and use them with some more potatoes. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope you got something out of it. And much love. I'll be making another video. Guys, Sleep Grandma here. So we're going to make, once again, well, yeah. I have almost finished the ones I made yesterday. So I got 8 more sweet potatoes. Chopped them up. Now you can either chop them like this, which I like them like this. But people also chop them like this, which is like kind of squarish, like this, you know. So it depends on how you like them. I think this is probably more practical because it's probably easier to scoop up than this. But whatever. So what we're going to do different, because I've always had a problem with miscalculating the water. So what I'm going to do different is I'm going to put that raw into this butter that I have melting here. And we're going to let that cook for 20 minutes. Then we're going to add this syrup, which is the syrup I used yesterday. I put it in the freezer and see how it comes out that way. So this is the butter I used. Whoops. Land Lakes. This is like half a stick of butter. It's not a whole stick. So let's put those little buzzards in there. And I am going to cover it. And now there's like 1/4 cup of water with the butter. So we're going to turn this fire high. Okay, and just stir it occasionally. And I'm going to let that cook for 20 minutes. Now, remember I told you it's supposed to cook 55 minutes total. So I'm going to let it cook 20 minutes like this. And then I'm going to let it cook the next 25 minutes with the syrup. Now, remember, this is very important. This syrup had to have cooked by itself with the 2 cups of water and 2 pounds of brown sugar, cinnamon sticks, and I also use the this. No, that's not it. I'm sorry. This. I put, well, you know, it's on the other film. Anyway. But this has to cook by itself too. Now, the reason this has to cook, for like 40 minutes or 45 minutes just boiling. First you get it on a high boil and then you put it low. And you stir it to make sure that it doesn't stick to the bottom of the pan and burn. Is because, see, this is pure sugar right here. Is because you want all those flavors to bleed together, and to create a symphony of flavor. Now let me tell you a little secret, okay? Don't tell anybody. What I love to do, I love to cook my stuff the night before, or let it at least sit together the night before. That way, all the flavors bleed together, and then the next day, the flavor is really pungent, and it's just like slaps you in the face with flavor. I love that. Like when I make my macaroni and cheese, I prepare everything and I put it. I don't bake it yet. I don't completely cook it. I just let it sit like in the milk with all the spices overnight before I cook it the next day. Of course, the exception would be something like rice. Rice is best fresh made. But anything else, I love to let the flavors come out and sit together and start bleeding into each other. That way it makes a symphony of flavor, okay? Now over here, that's what I'm talking about, baby. Look at this. See, they're really cooking. I think I'm going to turn the fire a little bit low and put that top back on. I took the top off for a minute because I want to make sure they don't get burned. Aren't they beautiful? You are so beautiful to me. Now let's see. It's starting to get soft a little bit, so that's looking real good. We're watching that clock. It's 9 o'clock at night, so now it's probably about 9:15. So let me put that on there. Now you see the way it's getting a little bit toasty here and stuff? That's cool. I like that. I really do. It's going to give it a little more flavor. Now the thing I did different here is I sprinkle like sea salt. Just like a little, just a little bit. That'll give it more of a sweet and sour taste with the bite, baby. I like that. Anyway, we'll keep going. Okay, so they've been cooking for 20 minutes. And you can see by doing this right here. See, it's getting kind of soft. But they're not quite cooked yet, so that's great. Right there. So I'm going to put those in another dish. And then this is already starting to defrost. Then I'm going to put this in there. So in total, I ended up putting 2 of these, which is like equivalent to 1 stick of butter. And I like real butter, okay? Well, it has olive oil and sea salt in it, or real butter. So we're cooking this. I'm going to wait till this gets real hot. And then I'm going to dump this in there. Meanwhile, I'm going to pick up the mess I have and wash those dishes, okay? Okay, so I boiled the syrup. Just let it boil for like 5 minutes. And then I put in all the sweet potatoes that were cut up. I put them in to cook the rest of the way another 25 minutes. So it was 55 total. And so you can tell see the way the fork just glides into it. Let me see if I can do that. See how thick it is and the fork just glides into it? That's what you want right there. Okay. Now if you want to put marshmallows on it, that's fine. Like I said, I don't like mine with marshmallows. This is the way I like them. I like them a little bit drier. So hopefully overnight they will suck up the juice, will absorb in the potato, and that'd be great. It tastes even better. But that's your sweet potatoes, guys. So just remember that you know, this is healthy, okay? Yes, it's fattening. Yes, it has a lot of sugar, but it's better than eating, you know, greasy ice cream or all this junk food that people are putting in their body. This is good stuff. It's nutritious. And, yeah, I mean, I'm really careful about what I put in my body because they were saying when people were shopping, they were, all the junk food was the first stuff to go, okay? I was delighted because when I got there, all the stuff that I usually eat was there. So, you know, let's not, I mean, they're already trying to kill us, you know, with all this crap that they put out. Let's not encourage them, okay? You know, when you put good food in your body, it's an investment. You're investing in your health. So you don't have to pay those high doctor bills because you got diabetes or you got all this, you know, heart disease and stuff. They told me last year that my cholesterol was high, so I immediately cut out some stuff, and the next time I went, they told me I didn't need to take any kind of medication because my cholesterol was fine. So, really, guys, you're doing an investment when you put good stuff in your body, okay? Right, love you guys. Much love. Keep it peaceful, and see you next time.